Hi everyone, it's Melissa from the Hug Strap. I'm here today to teach you how to play Cherry Bomb by the Runaways. It's also covered by Joan, Jett, and you can use either recording if you want to play along after you've done this video. The chords will work. One of the things we're going to learn in this video is a little bit more about barre chord inversions. So if you have no idea what the heck I'm talking about, I do go over this in a more detailed video, which I will put a link to in the description box so you can watch that as well. But simply put, most of the chords that you learn when you first start learning how to play the ukulele are called open position chords. You may have heard this or read it somewhere and don't know what that means. Basically what it means is that you are generally playing everything in the original voicing. So that basically what that means is when you go to make a chord, it's a collection of notes. It's usually 3 or 4, but it can be more. And like if you were on a piano, this is actually the easiest way to understand it. If you were to go to make a chord, you would take for a triad chord, which is, a major chord, you would take a 1, 3, and 5 note from that scale to create the chord. So for example, an A chord takes the A note, then it takes a C, then it takes an F, and then we actually add another A onto it. But it has those 3 notes and they're in order, so that means that it's in its original voicing. Now you can play that chord in any other configuration you want as long as you have those notes and it's still an A chord. So what I wanted to teach you today is with barre chords is that you can take that chord and play it elsewhere on the ukulele and it's still that chord, and that's the reason why. It's because those notes are still in the chord even though they're played in a different pattern. Okay, so instead of it being A, C, F, it'll be something different depending on where you play it on the ukulele. So that's it in a nutshell. If you want to learn more, go check out that video. In any case, in order to play Cherry Bomb, we need to use some barre chord inversions. And sometimes you do this for reasons of it makes it easier to play. Like for example, in the E chord, that's really tough to play, an open position E. So most of us have learned the barre chord inversions just to get through it. But sometimes you do it because you want to create a little bit more speed. Sometimes you do it because you need a chord to be a little bit higher in the octave, and you like the way that sounds. So for example, if I'm playing a B chord like I'm going to be doing for this song, and then I want to play a D chord, you can hear that that's higher, right? So it's lower here and it's higher here. But do you notice how it changes when we go down? So if I hit a B here and then I hit that D is lower than the B, right? As opposed to being here, where it's higher, okay? So that's another reason why you might want to play a chord inversion, is because you want that sound, right? In this case, today, we're going to do it because of ease of use. There are some kind of funky rhythm things that happen in this song, where you just kind of hit a chord really quick at the end of doing something that's kind of monotonous. So in order to make that happen a little faster, we're going to use some barre chord inversions. So you're going to need to know a B chord. If you don't know what a B chord is, make a B flat. You probably know that. Maybe you've dreaded it, but it's time to learn it. And all you're going to do is you're going to bring it up to the 2nd fret, and that becomes a B chord. Just for future knowledge, you can keep taking that up the neck, that same shape, and you will have more chords. So you would just go with the chromatic scale, which would say this is a B flat, this becomes a B, this becomes a C. Now the one you're going to need to know right now is we're going to go to the 5th fret to play a D, okay? So for that first verse, it is a B and then a D. And those are the chords we're going to use just for that. So let's get started with that song. Before we've already talked about a lot of theory. You might want to go to the description box and just make sure you have a copy of the lyrics and the chords so you can follow along with me. They're also going to be in a little box here so you can read them too. Okay, so we've made our B chord, right? And we're going to do the intro, which is just a fast paced kind of, it's just down and up. And then you start singing. So, can't stay at home, can't stay at... Now when we get to the school part, we're going to hit the D chord at the 5th fret, just real quick. So it's, can't stay at home, can't stay at school. So just, right? And I kind of, brushed my hand up just for a little rock and roll effect, okay? All folks say you poor little fool, right? Down the street, I'm the girl next door. I'm the fox you've been waiting for, all right? So that's the first verse and the 2nd verse. Nice and simple, as long as you can master going up and down the neck, okay? for the chorus, it's a little trickier. You're going to make an F sharp, ooh, which is a little bit tough, right? The nice thing about knowing this shape, though, so you're going to bar that first fret with all of your index finger. Then you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to place it on your E string, 2nd fret. Then you're going to place your ring finger on the G string, 3rd fret, okay? Once you know this shape, you can also bring this up the neck as well, okay? And we will be using that later. So you need to know it here for the F sharp, and you're going to be bringing it up to later to the 3rd fret for the G sharp. Okay, so, but for right now, we're just going to stick with that F sharp. So, hello, daddy, then go to an A. Hello, mom. And we go back to our B. I'm your ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. And then we're going to hit an E. Cherry bomb. All right. This part's a little bit more complicated, and I just sang it a little tiny incorrectly, so let's try again. It's hello, daddy. Hello, mom. Now, when you go to that B, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's just the rhythm of it. So going back and forth between that B and the E. Oh, by the way, that E is one of our chord inversions. It's probably the one you're most familiar with when you have to play an E chord. It sucks to play the one with the open chord, so you play it this way instead. This one, you put your index finger at the A string, 2nd fret, then you're going to put all your other 3 fingers like you're making a D chord on the 3rd fret, so G, C, and E strings at the 4th fret. I'm having problems today. Okay, so we're at the 4th fret. All right, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So do you hear that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're probably going to have to practice that a lot. Already my thumb is a little bit tired. You have to really strengthen up those tendons in order to do it. But anyway, so it goes, hello, daddy. Hello, mom. I'm your cherry bomb. And then you go back to that F sharp. Hello, world. I'm your wild girl. I'm your cherry bomb. I gotta bring my ukulele down. It's a little bit hard to do that. So let me move back. All right, so that's the verse and the chorus. Now you're going to go back to the verse for the 2nd verse, and it's the same as the first. Same thing for the chorus, exactly the same, okay? Then there's a breakdown where you can just play an instrumental verse, so it would be the same. That's what it would be, and you would do that all the way through for the same length. Then you would come back to the chorus and do the same thing again. Then there's a key change. This is where we need to know a few more chord inversions. So you're going to go up to C sharp. Now, you already learned this shape, right? So this is a B at the 2nd fret. When we move it up to the 4th fret, it becomes a C sharp, all right? So then you play the 3rd verse with the C sharp and an E. But what I'm going to teach you is that there's a 2nd E chord inversion you can use. So it's here, as you have your C sharp. Now you're going to bar the entire 4th fret and place your pinky down here at the 7th fret A string. That is another E chord inversion, and the reason why we're going to use that one for this thing is because it's, again, easier to do that than to bring our fingers all the way down here, okay? So, we're at the 4th fret for our C sharp. Hey, street boy, what's your style? All right, so see how much easier that is? Hey, street boy, what's your style? You're dead in dreams, don't make you smile. I'll give you something to live for. Have you, grab you, till you're sore. All right, now we're going to go to the chorus, which is now a G sharp. All right, remember I mentioned that F sharp shape that we were making, you just bring that up to the 3rd fret, okay? So you're barring the entire 3rd fret, index finger at the 4th fret, E string, ring finger at the G string, 5th fret. All right, so hello, daddy. Now go back down for our B. Hello, mom. And then you're going to come back up for the ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. And now this is the tricky part. You have to go all the way down for the F sharp. Sorry, I couldn't come up with a better way to do that. But it's, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you could take this shape. This is your E, right? If you move it up here, it becomes an F. If you move it up here, it becomes an F sharp. So you could do that. Let's see how that sounds since I'm doing this on the fly. This was not planned, everybody. Okay, so we're here, G sharp, or I'm sorry, we're doing our C sharp. I'm your ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. cherry bomb. So you could do that. It's a little awkward, and it's a little bit higher up, so I don't know if you want to do it, depending on what ukulele you're playing. If you're playing a tenor, you can get away with it, but if you're on a soprano, it might be a little more awkward. So the other option would be C sharp, then you go back down. Cherry bomb. All right, so let's go over that one more time. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. I'm your cherry bomb. Sorry, this is really awkward to do when I'm holding up the ukulele. Let's try that one more time. Hello. Ooh. Hello, Daddy. Hello. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. I'm your cherry bomb. All right, and then, so that's the chorus. When you get to the outro, it is, you just keep doing that. That rhythm, right? And then you just sing cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. All right, so that's it briefly. The PDF will actually really go through all the details so you get all the chords and lyrics correctly. I made this a little bit shorter instead of going through the entire song, you know, with each lyric, just to make the video a little shorter. So don't forget, you can also do the... That would also work if you find that that's a little bit easier for you too, to do that last part. And then that's the end of the song. If you like this video and you got all the way through, almost all 12 minutes of it, please hit the like and the subscribe button. It really helps me out. It helps other viewers like you find videos like this. Easy for me to say. All right, and until next time, have a great time. Keep strumming. Bye.